You are listening to the #1 podcast made by two guys 40 plus who will not be competing in the Super G race at the Olympics. What's doing?
Nothing.
After,
you know, when you mention the Super G,
yeah,
there's like I always get confused between like the Super G and the Super Slalom.
I think there's a slalom, and then the Super
like
G, and then there's the combined.
Yeah.
It's a combination.
I mean that sport is insane.
Yeah,
that is beyond skiing.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, especially now since I survived my ski trip this weekend, and I only did 3 runs.
You only went down 3 times?
Yeah, it was enough for me.
Is it because you just had enough there?
I'm not a fan of the place where we went. I did not like it. I've had issues there before.
Was it like really short runs?
No. We're gonna get to that and a little more right after this. Okay. No, I don't like the place in general. Okay. There's an intern has broken into my room. I got to send them over. I don't like the place to begin with, and you know, skiing is a lot of work. That the rest of the family.
We discussed that,
right?
I couldn't understand why you were going.
I know. So I got the guilt. You know, you do it for the kids, but this was like you have to realize that
do it for the kids.
Do it for the kids. So I actually felt guilty. But it's just an extraordinary amount of work. And this place is like even extra work.
That's why I stopped skiing.
I know, but this is like, besides usual, you have to realize like the Northeast, Martin Luther King weekend is like the biggest ski weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
It's rookie day galore.
Right.
Like, you're going to get tackled from behind.
Exactly.
Somebody's going to drop a pole from the ski lift.
Yeah. That's the day. If there's an accident waiting to happen, that's the day. So we didn't ski on Saturday because it was like 3 degrees. Okay. Right. It was like, and somebody told went up, it was like minus 20 on top of the mountain. So,
and then you sweat. Yeah. Coming down,
right, and
then you freeze
on
going
the way
back
up. Right? Like somebody,
it's
uncomfortable. Like somebody we were talking to, like their hair froze in the helmet with a hat on.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Right? Yeah. So and then you get there and just the line of cars to get in, and then I got to dump the kids, and we waited till it heated up a little bit, and I think so did the rest of everybody else on the Northeast. Like, you usually get to the mountain like early. We went casual, got there a little later than we usually do, and it was just like the parking lot. It took me 25 minutes just to find the parking spot because I was trying to park in the main area, and then I had to park like down the road. And
how do you stay so calm during all this? This would drive me nuts.
Okay, I worked it out in the car. I let everybody out. So I was steaming, but I steamed alone.
Okay.
So I'm venting in my, cursing, doing whatever without anybody in there. But then get this. So I get to you want to hear the courtesy? So then I get a phone. I'm coming back. I didn't take my skis out because I wasn't sure what I was doing. It was, just wasn't happy, the whole thing. They went without me.
They just left?
They went on, they got the tickets and everything, because, it's not like the old school days where they, where you clip the ticket on, you like put it in your jacket and it reads it.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is the skiing now is it's techie.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now we're taking away all the fun because, like, the whole thing was leave all the tickets on your jacket from the season.
I know,
and wear it to
but
school.
now people laugh at you. They're like, you went to some crappy mountain that actually uses tickets.
Oh, that sucks.
And you got to keep them. Like, you have to keep the card that they give you because some of the places charge you for the card.
Oh, it's like Dave & Buster's.
Right, exactly. So then if you lose your card, then you have to go get a new card. And they charge you, for the card. But can you believe it? After I drove, I took all the ski equipment out. First think anybody helped me? No. And
No.
I'm the one who put all the ski equipment in. I drove to the mountain. I took all the ski equipment out. I drove around the parking lot. I parked like half a mile down the road. And then there's this giant line for the bus. And it wasn't a COVID-friendly bus. You know, nobody's got a mask on except if you had a balaclava. So I walked.
Which doesn't work.
Right, exactly. You know, so I realized where I was, but I wanted to play it somewhat COVID safe. You know, I was trying my best. So I'm walking on the side of this road. It's 10 degrees, 15 degrees. And you think they'd have the courtesy to wait for me? No, I get a phone call. Hey, we're on the lift.
Here's the thing.
Isn't that insulting?
You got
left. And on top of it, that's why I just got really, really pissed off. And I was just like, I hated this place to begin with, and they ditched me right away. Didn't even have the courtesy to wait after I did all that.
So wait, hold on. So Because you're reminding me of something that used to be, it could have been the end of your fun for skiing.
What?
When I used to go skiing, there were no cell phones.
Right.
So if you lost sight of the person you were skiing with, you were done for the day.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
You couldn't find them ever again. Well, because everybody looks the same.
Right. Well, we actually have a somewhat of a solution for that.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
You saw the yeah. So and then I just upgraded my pants last year. I had a pair of yellow pants.
But
so they stand out.
It's still tough.
Yeah, I mean, if you're skiing with somebody, everybody's with the helmets on and the jacket. Everybody looks the same. It's just like a different shade of color. Oh,
yeah, I've never skied with that. I've never skied with a helmet.
Oh, get this too. You ready? They lost my poles.
Oh, you did?
No, I didn't. They did.
Who's they?
The group that took all the equipment out and took my poles when I said, leave my poles in the car, took my poles. So I'm like, all right, in a little while, I'm going to go skiing. Guess what? I couldn't even find my poles to ski.
Yeah, see, this doesn't sound good for anybody.
No, I didn't take it out on anybody. I was very well behaved.
Are you done skiing for the season?
Absolutely not. We're going again this weekend. Seriously, and a turnaround because I got to drive on Friday.
Wait a minute. So you're going to go to work on Friday?
I'm going to go to work on Friday. I'm going to leave a little early, drive home, and then spend another 3.5 hours in the car driving back up.
Is there a part of you?
Yeah.
But
I'm not just going to identify as a snowboarder this weekend. I'm going to snowboard. I'm switching back from the ski.
Well, you don't have poles.
Well, I bought poles.
When you were there, you bought new poles?
No, I didn't buy new poles there. At the local, when we got back on Monday, I bought new poles. Or Sunday. Then Monday, I bought new poles.
There's a part of you, I think you like to torture yourself.
You know what? I'm not trying to torture myself. Other people are torturing me.
Are you going to the same place? Or are you?
No, we're going to a more family-friendly mountain. Let's put it that way.
Are you staying at someone else's house?
No, we're staying at the same house again. The house is great. We really like the house.
So the house is not on the mountain.
No,
it's located near.
It is located. It is basically a central location for like all the 3 major mountains over there. So it's very well situated. It's a very nice house. It's a very cozy house. I'm sure in the next how many other winters we'll be seeing that house a lot more over time. So thank you very much for the use of the house and inviting us. So, I told you I'm a great guest.
That's what I mean. I wanted to know if you were sharing your guestism at another home.
No. So that I guess we weren't so bad, to be around since we got invited back.
What would the word be for that? You are a good, not just a guest, but your
company.
Your company. I like guestism.
Guestism. I wouldn't say manners, but guestism. And if anybody else would like to invite me or Jeff over, you can reach us at therealagingammaturely.com. But
I gotta be honest, I like sleeping in my own house.
I know. It's a tough. This is. I got to tell you, it's a. I have been 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the last 5 weekends. I have not been home.
See, I can't.
But I got to back. It's hard. It's hard, and I got to back pocket this.
Yeah, I mean, I have a very hard time sleeping in a bed other than my own.
But you know what's
when I go to a hotel,
right? Now I understand.
Someone else's house, it's weird. I can't sleep.
Well, I can't sleep as it is. Like I'm up, I'm getting up earlier and earlier every day.
Yeah,
I know. But it's something about going up there. Like I sleep. I consistently sleep till 7:30, 8 o'clock up there. Up in the it's got to be the mountain air. Our other friends that we go to,
nice.
Yeah, no, our other friends that we go to up there, I sleep, and people are up before me when I'm usually the first one up. This weekend, I couldn't believe what time I slept to. There's something in that fresh air. I'm telling you, that mountain air allows me to sleep.
Yeah, I can totally understand that.
Not enough to buy a house, but right. I'm not going there for that.
Right. I mean, I can picture sleeping, waking up to fresh air, having coffee.
It's nice.
Maybe go for a walk or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get away from, it's quiet.
You're out of the hustle and bustle of the city.
Yes. Yeah.
But, but that's not a guarantee, because I've been to other places, other ski mountains we've stayed at, and I still can't sleep. The Mount Airy Lodge, I don't get so comfortable. Even in the champagne glass.
No.
I don't get that comfortable.
Yeah.
So that was the ski experience. And I finally went. I got skis. I borrowed my wife's poles. And then I decided with my youngest one that I'll take him on a couple of runs. And he didn't like it either. We were taught, he's a decent skier. 10 years old, he can get down. He was pizzaing the whole time. He was not happy there. And that had nothing to do with me.
Is it a really flat mountain?
No, it's a bigger mountain than I think we're used to. We really have. Last year, we didn't ski any big mountains. Everything was small because we were playing it safe with COVID, and right. A lot of the lodges weren't, and we weren't staying over. So we went to smaller places.
Because Fauci said there's a direct correlation with COVID and the size of the mountain that you ski on.
Yes. Although I got to tell you, this place was not COVID friendly. It was not So I go in and I walk. I wanted to go get a cup of coffee, right?
Okay.
And I walk into the main lodge where they always have the long tables that have 50 people at them. And then, you know what I'm talking about. The lodge is
exactly what you're talking about.
And everybody,
it's like a cafeteria.
Yeah, it's a cafeteria. It's nice. This place happens to be nice, and they have, a food court. No masks. Fauci would have shut that down.
They have an open salad bar, no sneeze guard.
Oh yeah, basically, yep, pretty much. Anything that they did, we heard, last year was great. They were so COVID friendly. Out the window. Massachusetts might have well been, a red state. It was, and I walked in and I wasn't comfortable, and I walked out.
But what was it that you didn't like about the skiing of that particular mountain?
I just don't like it. I'm not comfortable there. And you know what it is, to do something that you don't love and all that effort. You know what I mean? It's they don't make it easy. It's a lot of work to go do something that you love. And then I'm skiing there. I wasn't comfortable. I'm fighting the mountain. And it's just it's exhausting.
When I used to ski, there was only one mountain that I just could not, I hated going to. Right. And I only went to it a handful of times. It was just I just didn't like any of the trails, because it was the type of thing, you could go to a full blown tuck and still not have to
go anywhere.
Down.
Ugh. I know what you're saying, but then I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, people go to the same mountain like every week. Doesn't that get boring?
Well, the conditions can kind of change.
Right, but then you know what? But then I was thinking about it, and it's like people belong to a country club and they play the same 18 holes every week, and the challenge is that they move the hole.
The hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they cut the grass, or they so I guess it's like the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's very, very similar, except around here, you got to watch out for the grass spots, because if you hit one, your skis are going over your head.
Yeah, yeah. But it was, I don't know. I just never had a good experience there. Haven't been happy. So we're going to a different one this weekend.
So who is this that has this love affair with skiing?
It's the wife.
Really?
Yeah, she grew up skiing. She happens to be an excellent skier. And I growing up, I only skied a handful of times, so I was like almost like self-taught.
Did she grow up skiing?
Yeah, she grew up skiing. So I'm like a savant. I taught myself how to ski.
But when you say she's a good skier, you say she's a good recreational skier, or is she like, really?
I mean, she's no Peekaboo Street. I mean, let's get that straight. All right. All right. I'm not, you know what I mean? But she could do black diamonds easily, and she doesn't want it. Oh yeah, she could. And I got to tell you, like this week, I was going up. I don't know. I don't know. I like almost had a panic attack. I was so uncomfortable, and then I'm standing up there on the mountain and just something wasn't right.
Was it more challenging than you would have liked?
It's not the challenge. I mean, it was fine. It's when you get like a lot of people, really good skiers doing the easier runs, and they're just flying down. And it's like a constantly, okay, I know. And when I ski, as opposed to snowboard, I think about it, but I'm just more comfortable. Like ski, I feel like I have to think every turn. I got to move my body this way, then I got to move my body. There's no fluidity to my moves.
Yeah, I mean,
that takes a lot out of you.
I think I understand. It's not necessarily the mountain, but the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Of the skiers.
Right.
Like there are people that are just like hard charging trails that they're skiing far beyond they have the ability, but they're skiing beyond the ability of the trail.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a lot of those, especially on this weekend.
Right. So if you're doing an intermediate trail, you want to ski with intermediate skiers, as opposed to somebody who's just charging down the side of it, looking to make it extra harder and jumping off of the side of the cliff. Yeah.
It like somebody kind of bumped into my kid, and I wasn't there for that. This is what he told me, so who knows? But not a big fan. I was like, all right. And I didn't even get my chili.
You get chili when you ski?
I love chili. Oh, yeah. I always get chili at it. Whenever I ski, I get chili.
Do you wear a diaper?
No, I don't wear a diaper. I can handle my chili.
I mean, that's a gamble. I mean, like, if you're going to eat, because think about it. You're wearing a lot of layers. If you've got to run into a lodge with the ski boots on, you got to lock your skis up.
Right. I mean, it's a whole to-do.
It's a process.
First of all, I ain't going there. I can guarantee you that.
Oh man, that's
not happening.
Risk.
Nah, the chili stays. It holds. You don't go hot sauce. I don't do cheese, so it holds pretty good.
I'd be eating a lot lighter than that.
What would you go for? What are you going to have? A peanut butter and jelly sandwich at a ski? No, you need something to warm you up. You got to go for the hot food. A hot dog. You know how long that hot dog's been in that roller thing? You don't go hot dog. Don't tell me you're a 7-Eleven hot dog guy, too.
Oh, no. I don't do that.
Where it's all, I mean, it looks like it's the hot dog's been cooked and sitting in the sun for,
No. I don't do that.
So you would go to a ski place and do a hot dog?
I would probably do a Gatorade.
Okay.
A hot dog.
Okay.
maybe fries if I was, hungry.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be eating chili.
I find nothing wrong with chili. Oh, I did think of you the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was in Costco.
Oh, I can't even tell you what I've been doing in Costco lately.
Oh my God. I know, but I got I almost made my wife stop for the $1.50 hot dog and soda.
Have you had their chicken pot pie?
No. But they had one there. Like when you know how you think
it's
Costco.
Massive.
Oh my God. It was in the case, like in the, all the way in the back.
Yes.
In the meat case. Yeah, you could have fed. I could have brought that with me and fed the whole mountain. That thing was huge.
It takes me 4 days to finish it.
Oh, I've never had a pot pie.
It is awesome.
Is it really?
And you know what I did also when we went this past weekend?
Oh, you know what? They also have a shepherd's pie that's just as big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I also got, for a snack, I got one of their signature rotisserie chickens.
Yeah.
Have you had that?
Yes. Very good.
Fine. Best chicken ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, that was 2 servings also.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was just, but like that chicken pot pie, that thing weighs like 10 pounds.
Oh my God, it's huge.
You need 2 hands to lift it.
Do you have how did you cook that? Could you even get it in the oven?
No, it gets in the oven, but the problem is when you carry it, you have to carry it with 2 hands. Otherwise, the tin will bend. Yeah.
It's still in the tin.
Yes.
And it's not that heavy. Like those things aren't super heavy duty.
No.
There is a flex point.
Yes. And when you put it in the car, you have to put it in securely, because if that thing comes flying at your head,
you're done.
If you're going to get knocked out.
Knocked out, dude. That could take your head off. Oh,
it's a weapon at 50 miles an hour and you slamming on the brakes.
That's a weapon of mass destruction right there.
But it is very, very good.
Which would be worse, the cleanup of all the guts of the pot pie in the car getting hit in the head? What would you choose? If a pot pie is coming at you, what do you do?
I mean, I would if a pot pie came flying at me in the car.
Yeah.
And it broke into like a million pieces. I would just turn the heat up as high as it could go.
Cook it
in there and just go in there with a fork.
Not bad.
It's I'm telling you, this pot pie, once you start eating it,
that's it. You're in.
You're in.
You're in. It's a commitment. I was just going to say it's a big commitment for that, but it just locks you in. Yeah.
Yeah, I when I eat it, I have to find a certain show on TV. I sit down. It's a commitment. It's.
Well, how much can you eat at a time? Because a pot pie is not light.
No, it's very heavy.
Is there dairy in the pot pie?
But it's really good.
Is there dairy in the pot pie?
I don't think so. There's some kind of there's some kind of a sauce in there.
Right. Sometimes there is and sometimes there isn't. They sometimes put cream in a pot pie.
They should put a warning label on it because they should put may cause drowsiness.
Oh.
Because I've eaten it a couple times for lunch, like during the week.
Yeah.
And I passed out while I was eating it. So to get back to my guess.
Now was it? Oh, this is at home too. So is it? Yes. Is it sitting on the couch eating?
Oh, I'll eat that thing anywhere.
Okay, but is it like rolling? You putting the head back and you're out, or you're falling asleep in the act of eating?
You kind of like let's say you're sitting on your couch and you got a little table in front of you and you're eating and you're watching TV.
Put the feet up a little bit.
And then you want to take a breather.
Yeah.
You want to lean back.
Okay.
You run the risk of passing out.
I gotcha. All right. Well, I'm going to go get a pot pie, and that's going to do it for this edition of Aging Immaturely. You can always catch us at therealagingimmaturely.com. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Aging Immaturely. If you have a product that you would like to discuss on air, please email us at agingimmaturely@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Aging Immaturely.